Hello everyone. So in this class we are going to discuss about the different physical regions. Okay, as we had just discussed something about the location and physical features of South America. So in this class we are going to start after that. So since the Andes are huge and crossing them a big challenge, mountain passes play a vital role in this region. Important passes such as Uspallata and Agua Negra connect Chile with Argentina, and Chungara Tambo Queimado Pass connect Chile and Bolivia. These passes have also facilitated the construction of railway line. Means, let me tell you first what is the passes. Means, passes is the thing which has been made by us and through which we can connect the two cities or two state or two country. Okay, so the central lowland are vast plain that occupy the central part of the continent. They are surrounded by the Andes on the west. Means in the central lowland we can see that it is almost surrounded by the Andes from the west side, and the Guiana Island in the north, the Mato Grosso Plateau and the Brazilian Highland in the east, the Patagonia Plateau in the south. So these are the things which has been located in the north, east, south and west. Okay, they have been formed by four river system. Means there are four river system is in present, and those are the Orinoco, the Amazon, the Parana, Paraguay, Uruguay and the Sao Francisco. These are the river basins for that central lowland region. After that, let us discuss about the Orinoco basin. So as we can see, it is the northern part of the lowland and is drained by the Orinoco river. Means Orinoco basin is the place which is drained by Orinoco river and its tributaries. So the river originated from Guiana Islands and flow into the Atlantic Ocean. The Llanos, where the vast region of grassland are found in the Orinoco basin. Thereafter we will go for the Amazon basin. The central region is drained by Amazon river, which originates in the Peruvian Andes along with about 1,000 tributaries. The Amazon flow over almost 7 million kilometers of land before draining into the Atlantic Ocean. Means as we can know that Amazon basin is the largest basin. So the central region is almost drained by Amazon river, which is originated from Peruvian Andes, and it is drained also into the Atlantic Oceans, and it flow almost about 7 million kilometer of land before draining. So you can see that how big it is. And Amazon is the second largest river in the world after the Nile, and Amazon forest is the most biggest. After we can see that recent studies claim that the actual source of the Amazon is deeper in the Andes and than was earlier believed, making it the world's longest river. The Amazon river is the life force of the vast Amazon rainforest. Means what? In our earlier theories we can just know that Amazon is not that much longest, but after it in the recent theory we can see that it originated from the deep of the Andes, and that's make it the longest, world's longest river. So after that we will go for the Paraguay Uruguay basin. So the Mato Grosso Plateau act as the divide between the Amazon river basin and the Parana Paraguay Uruguay basin to the south. The Parana and Uruguay rivers drain into the Rio de Plata and estuaries that lies between Argentina and Uruguay. Means there is a plateau which act as the divider between the Amazon river basin and Parana Paraguay Uruguay basin, or it is situated in the south side. The Parana and Uruguay almost drain everything into the Rio de la Plata. It is the place where it almost just drain everything. An estuary that lie between the Argentina and Uruguay, so that the Paraguay river is the tributary from the Parana, and it is the second longest river in South America. After that we can see that Iguazu Falls, the series of waterfall that extend for almost 3 kilometers and are a part of Parana river basin. Like it is a series of waterfall and it is almost situated extended up to 3 kilometers. The extensive grasslands called the Pampas and are also found along the Parana, and the Pantal and Green Caco are distinctive sub-region of this lowland. The Pantanal is the largest wetland in the world. The Green Caco, which lies south of the Pantanal is the semi-arid region with thorn bushes, low tree and dry grasslands. Means Pampas is the greenery and the Pantalan and Gran Caco are the subdivided of this lowland. After we will go for the Sao Francisco Basin. So Sao Francisco River originated from the Minas Gerais and flow almost entirely through Brazil before draining into the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, and the river is an important source of hydroelectric power and irrigation for eastern and northeastern Brazil. Means Sao Francisco Basin is very helpful for the people over there as it provide the hydroelectric power and irrigation system for them. Okay, then then we will go for the eastern highlands. What is present in the eastern highland? Let's see. So the eastern highlands consist of Guiana Highlands, Brazilian Highlands and the Patagonian Plateau. The Guiana Highland and Brazilian Highland are separated by Amazon River, and the Guiana Highland are located to the north of the Amazon River and the Brazilian Highland is situated in the south. Both of these plateaux are residual mountain, means made up of hard rocks. Okay, so it the question may arise that what is residual mountain. After that, they form steep cliff along the Atlantic coast and slope gently towards the central lowland on their western sides. The plateau of Mato Grosso lies on the western part of the Brazilian highland, and Patagonia, a cold wind-swept Piedmont plateau, is located along the foot of the Andes in the south Argentina. It is a cold desert. As we can see that the plateau of Mato Grosso is lie in the western part of the Brazilian island. It has the Piedmont plateau and it is the coldest desert also. So we can see the western coastal plain is one of the longest coastal plain in the world and wide in most the places. The coast becomes narrow at point where the edges of the Andes just sharply into the ocean. Means it is a coast where the edges are very sharply towards the ocean, and this region experience extremely aridity as a result of cold Peruvian current that flows along the western coast. The cold current cools and dries the air that flow over it, thereby preventing the formation of rain. Okay, so this region has the most aridity and that's why it is a cold desert, and the air which flow are dry, and there has been a very low probability for the formation of rain. Thereafter, we can see that the Atacama Desert, considered to be the driest desert in the world, lies on the western coastal plain. The average annual rainfall here is barely 1 mm, means the rainfall is almost negligible. Then we can go for the drainage system. Let's see. South America is drained by many rivers. Most of the major one flow west to the east and empty into the Atlantic Ocean. However, hundred of short, fast-flowing streams also flow westward from the Andes into the Pacific Ocean. The main river of South America are listed on the next page. Means we are going to learn something about more for the South America on the next chapter, I mean. Okay, so on this chapter we will going to see more drainage systems accordingly. So I'm going to close the class and will send you the question answer later.